In desktop publishing programs such as InDesign, the ability to adjust kerning and tracking, the spacing between pairs or groups of letters, can critically affect how much space a piece of text will take up. If it's done carefully, it can allow the user to subtly squeeze a little more onto a given page. The actual use of the features is pretty simple. For kerning, which is adjusting the space between one and only one pair of letters, we can click with the text tool between the letters in question. For example, here the V and the E, which by their shapes can tuck a little closer. And then go to the control panel at the top of the screen where we can find the kerning control. We adjust the gap in thousandths of an M, a unit of measurement representing the width of a capital M in the font's current size. It's easy to do. We can just find pairs of letters whose shapes allow them to tuck closer. Some fonts even have kerning pairs built in for programs like InDesign, so you can do it automatically. But here, just click the drop down. A negative number will squeeze the letters closer together. A positive number will move them apart a bit, as we can see. And if we set it to 0, or in this case just a little bit negative, -5, the letters do indeed squeeze together just a tiny bit. The other feature, tracking, involves adjusting the spacing among a bunch of letters, usually a paragraph or two at a time, because we don't want the reader to see anything too obvious being done. But again, it's straightforward. We can select a couple of paragraphs here, and again, find the appropriate tool in the control panel. It'll be the one right below kerning, appropriately enough. And as we can see here, again, if we click the drop down, negative numbers will bring the text closer together. You can fit a little more in per line. Positive numbers will move it apart, and setting it back to 0 allows whatever default to do its thing. Again, the tracking adjustment is in thousandths of an M, so it's always related to the font we're using and the size of the text. In real-world situations, these are features which we need to be a little conservative with. The human eye can make out very small changes in the text, and aside from someone picking up that something may look odd, too many kerning or tracking tweaks can be visually jarring. But used carefully, it can help fine-tune a layout of text very well.